Hey guys, how we doing? I told you, well hang on a second. Let's get in and get adjusted around here for the light a little bit. How's that? We get turned around. Told you a couple weeks ago we're going to get about middle of September. We're planned on weaning those ewe lambs we had. I did that a few days ago. I won't show you all the vaccinations and stuff again. We usually get in doing that type of stuff. I got something a little different this time, but so I'll let you know what we did. Brought everybody in, ewes in, lambs in. Everybody got wormed. Everybody got wormed. The 5 lambs, we also vaccinated them, gave them CDT shots. So they got the worming and the CDT shots. The ewes just got the worming. Ewes went back out. Lambs went back in here and I'll explain in a minute. They ended up in the catch pen, so we got them put in the catch pen here for a while. Now, 1st of November, about 6 weeks from now, we're going to bring everybody back in. The lambs will come back in again. They'll get a second CDT shot and a second worming. The ewes will come in, they'll get a second worming, and now they'll get their yearly booster for a CDT shot. And then at that time, we'll separate the ewes, we'll put the black bellies in one pen, mouflons in the other, because we'll be bringing the rams in and putting the rams in for breeding about that time. Here's what we do. Didn't do all the vaccinations, didn't film all that stuff, but I've talked about the catch pen here. Let me kind of turn around. Got the main catch pen back in behind me. The new doors we put in here. I thought what I'd show you this time around is how I'm bringing the sheep in from the outside into the catch pen and getting them back in there. So let me show you that first. You ain't getting by me, bitch. She thought she was getting away, but she didn't. Thought you were gonna get away, didn't you? Yeah, that didn't work. Well, as you can see, I had one that didn't want to go in. I'll tell you, them mouflons, they'd be crazy. They're a little bit different. The black bellies, everybody's a little wilder, but the mouflons, they're just crazy. That's all there is to that. They're just a little bit different than the other ones. A lot of people say it's like raising deer, and I gotta tend to agree with that one. Now, when we got all done, so yeah, I'll let you know ahead of time on that. We had the 5 ewe lambs in, we put them back outside to their pen, and immediately they were bouncing off fences, and one got out in the pasture, so we collected them all back up. We brought them back inside, and we put them back in the catch pen. So they stayed in the catch pen for the first day. The next day I came out, I opened the catch pen, and I gave them this whole area, this 40 feet long. We gave them this whole area then, and they stayed in there for about 3 days. And after about 3 days, I wasn't hearing anything more from the ewes, wasn't hearing any more from the lambs. I thought, okay, it was time to put them out. So yesterday they got put out. Let's go out there because we got new pens designed for this. I'll tell you what, I'm glad I had this door instead of the normal gate. If I'd had the gate, I'd have lost that ewe. But now the door is a bit of a problem on days like today because the wind's blowing so hard and pushing against the door. So that can make it a little bit tougher, but I'd much rather have this door than the gate. It makes it a whole lot better when you do not have any openings they can see. So that worked out good. All right, we've changed everything out here, but let's go down first. Let's catch our ewe lambs out here now. There's the girl. Hi, girls. Yeah, you're getting a little better, aren't you? Not quite as spooky. Yeah, they're getting a little better about me. You know, They're, what are they now? 3 and 4 months old, and when we worked them the other day, that's the first time they'd ever been touched. So, never been touched by human hands prior to that one, so it was a little squirrely then. Split the pin, and I'm going to explain this to you because that's why I've did it this way, but we split the pin down the middle. The pin I'm standing in is where the black belly ewes are going to end up. The lambs will stay there, the ewe lambs, and the next pins down that way will end up being for the mouflons when it's all said and done. But let's take a minute. I'll show you what we did here, or how I'm going to do this. Up under the shed where I have the blue gate, that's there now to split it in the winter, but come spring we'll probably take it out. Once those ewe lambs go back with the other ewes for the spring and the summer, there'll be no need for that gate. I'll pull that thing out, we'll get rid of it. The two sections of fence right in here, I'll probably leave those. Might as well leave those in place. It won't make any difference, they can stay. There's a gate down here that's going to be removed, so the sheep go all the way around the circle and leave that. That's going to be fine. That's going to bring me to my gate, which is actually not a gate but a corral panel. Right now you can see I got a 2x6 down the bottom. Now those girls try to squeeze out any hole they can find. So the gate's got 2x4 inch mesh wire on it, but I figured they could really start pushing on the bottom, try to push their way out. So I decided let's put a 2x6 down there, play it safe. That way I don't think they'll get through on that. Now, my gate or corral panel turned into a gate. Let me explain how I kind of designed this, because I figured there's lots of different ways I may want to use it. So actually this gate hinges on either end, and I'll show you that. What I did is I came down here on the wood post and I've just put in eye screws, and then I'm using the pins that come with the corral panel. And when I get down to this end, I now use some U-bolts and use this, and right now I'm just using some pipe anyway. Rebar, there we go. I knew I'd add it. I had to think about it. Use some rebar, that'll get me by for now. But here's the key to this gate. I can pull that, swing the gate back, bring those lambs back over here if I want, and close the gate. I can swing it that way. Or maybe it's better, I pull the pins here, swing the gate this way. And especially come summer, pull it. We'll just swing this gate back all the way here, and we'll just put the gate up next to the fence here, and it can just stay there over the summer if we don't need it. But if I need to do something quick, we can always swing it back. So that gate will actually hinge on both ends. So that way, no matter which way I'm bringing the sheep, it works out pretty good. Matter of fact, I'll show you, I've been doing that on other ones. Here's a corral panel I'm using the gate. Here's the same system. I used a bolt here, use the eye screw. I just got a piece of 1/2 inch conduit in there right now. I could just put a big bolt in there, or whatever I want to use. Right now I'm just using conduit, but that's worked as a pretty good way to hinge these and use corral panels as gates instead. Like I said, this will stay this way. Right now they're locked in. This pasture is for the lambs. I've got Max is down that way. I've got those two pastures, and right now he's probably looking in the sun, but this pasture's empty. I got all the ewes are out in the big pasture. So what'll work out kind of nice, I'm probably going to let these girls sit around here for a couple more days, kind of get used to the outside and what's going on. And then after about 2 or 3 more days, I will turn them out in this pasture. Now the good thing is, Max is in the far pasture, and I got one in the middle. There's a buffer zone. And then seeing as how the girls are way out there, I got that pasture as a buffer zone, so nobody's going to be right next to them. So they can see other sheep, but nobody's going to be real close to them. But I said, we'll leave them here for another 2 or 3 days. Let's let them kind of get used to things before we put them out any farther than that. One neat thing too is, of those 5, 2 of those are purebred mouflon, and 3 of those are crosses. Would be black belly mouflon crosses, and they all look alike, so not a lot of difference you can tell. Let's go up. One thing I want to show you a deal on a hay feeder I've been working on. And this will work for ewe lambs, or ewes, excuse me, but it's not going to work for everybody. I'm sure you've probably seen these crates around. People, they have the chemical tubs or the plastic liners inside to get chemicals and stuff. I pulled that out, and as long as they don't have any horns, if they want to stick their heads in there, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But if you got anything with horns, they don't work. I just hate putting the feed on the ground, especially in the wintertime. We're getting snow and ice, and you put that hay, you waste so much. So I want to try something like this. I picked up 2 of these quick. I got another one I'm working on to build a feeder a little bit different, and maybe by the next video I get ready to do, I might have that done, then I'll show you that. Whether these work around big rams or not, I have no idea. The ewes, it's okay. They can put their head in there and get it back out, the ewe lambs. The other one I'm building, I am probably going to put it with my mouflons. Now, Max will be in there, but the mouflons horn, they don't have that double curl. I'm wondering, it's possible like a double curl, as it's coming around again, is going to hook one of these. I'm thinking maybe with the mouflon, they won't tend to hook this as easily as they would if you've got the big double curl in them. So we might try that this winter. We'll see down there. And I don't know, if I come out one day and find this drug halfway across the pin, obviously that didn't work. So sometimes it doesn't work out the way you plan it to, but you got to try and you got to see what works out anyway. But that's got us for these guys. Hey, don't forget my t-shirts. I got the Ram t-shirt. It's election time's coming. So I got the patriotic one. I got the other black one too. I'll put links down in the description for both if they interest you. And I guess that's going to do us this time around. We'll see what happens in another couple of weeks. Thanks for sticking with me. Subscribe to the channel if you would. Hope to see you again real soon.